Okay, guys, quick lesson here. Going to quickly go through step functions with you guys. It's pretty easy. I'm going to start out with just showing you a short video. Once you watch the video, you're going to catch on to this stuff real quick.
We speak student.
Understanding step functions, a la shmup. You think you can stand on one foot for longer than your friend Derek. Derek thinks he can go longer. So you make it interesting. Derek tells you that for every 2 seconds you stand on 1 foot longer than him, he'll give you a starburst. But if you cry uncle before Derek, you have to bake him a cake. Seems a little lopsided, sort of like someone standing on 1 foot, but who are we to meddle, and who bakes cakes anymore? Good news, Derek falls down after only 47 seconds. Now you have to stand on 1 foot for at least 2 more seconds to earn anything, 4 seconds to earn 2 starbursts, and so on. Well, how can you figure out how many starbursts you'll earn if you stay on your feet, put, for an additional 15 seconds? How about 45 seconds? 2.5 hours? Well, we can't plot a line with a slope because the number doesn't go up constantly. For instance, you stand 2.1 seconds longer than Derek, or you stand 3.9 seconds longer than Derek, you'll still get only 1 starburst. Derek doesn't have a sharp enough knife to cut the candies in pieces, so you can only receive a whole number amount of starbursts. Well, but we do know how to plot points, and that's all we need. So we graph this type of situation using, you guessed it, step functions, a type of piecewise function, but each of the functions within it will consist of only constants, making itty-bitty horizontal lines, like this. It's like a staircase. Oh, clever. See those open circles? Those correspond to the less than or greater than symbols in the function. Well, f of x equals 1 when x equals anything between 2 and 4. Since the function uses a less than or equal to symbol next to the 2 is included in this function. Unfortunately, since the function uses the less than symbol with the 4, f of 4 doesn't equal 2 starbursts. It actually equals 3. As soon as you pass that 4-second mark, you immediately move up the chain of command and get 3 starbursts. Notice there wasn't a transition time when you got 2.5 starbursts. You just jumped, or should we say stepped, straight to the next whole number. All right, well, this is why step functions come in handy. The graph is still a function because every x value corresponds to only one y value. See that? Wow, going on 25 minutes, we're impressed. That's a lot of starbursts and booty strength. However, you'd better call it quits and take a bathroom break soon, or else you'll be going to sharing something juicy, and that's probably not what they meant when they came up with the slogan. All right.
Ah! We speak student.
I have an example right here for you guys to look at, answer some questions here in just a second. But for those of you that don't know, hurricanes are measured kind of in a similar way. You know, you probably heard of category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hurricanes. 5 is the worst. You know, you think of Hurricane Katrina that hit Louisiana back in the early 2000s or mid 2000s. That was a category 5 hurricane. They're measured on wind speed. And take a look at this chart right there. Category 1 is anything that's less than 96 miles per hour. Notice how it's not including 96, because as soon as you get to 96, now that is a category 2 hurricane. So 95.9 miles per hour is still category 1, but 96 miles per hour, that's category 2. Category 2 goes up to 111, not including 111 because it doesn't have that equal sign right there. So 110.999 miles per hour, that's category 2. But as soon as you hit 111, that's category 3, and so on. So that's how those intervals work. So what would this look like as a function? There's my table right there. I have a blank graph here, and when I want to start out with category 1, I'm going to show anything that's less than 96. So I'm actually going to put a dot on 96, but because this less than sign does not have the equal to part, that dot's just going to remain open. And then when to denote that it's anything that's less than that, I'll put an arrow off to the left side. I can start my category 2 step by putting in a closed dot on 96, but right on the 2 line, and then making that step all the way up to 111, but that 111 has got to be open, and I'll connect those. So anything that's between those 2 values, that's what the step's going to look like. And I'm going to continue this process to do my category 3, my category 4, And then, of course, my category 5, what am I going to do off to the right side here? Where do I end this at? Yes, I'm going to end up putting an arrow to the right to show that anything higher than a 156 miles per hour is a category 5 hurricane. It doesn't matter how fast it gets, it's still going to be a category 5. We don't have anything higher than category 5. So pretty simple, easy process. Let's practice this out right now. I've got 3 practice problems, and you're going to answer this here in the Ed puzzle. I have a graph that shows the cost of T-shirts when ordering in bulk. This is kind of a real similar situation like when I order your senior shirts. I got a discount. The more that I order, the cheaper it gets for each shirt. So here's question number 1. Answer this. How much is the price per shirt when you order 25 shirts? If I look at 25, what is the price per shirt? 25 is right here. If I go straight up, it hits this line. The correct answer, $15 per shirt, is how much it is per shirt when I order 25. That's an easy one. Easy one right there. Let's take a look at the next one. How much is the price per shirt when you order 40 shirts? Be careful with this one. What is the price per shirt when you order 40 shirts? Well, if I look at 40 and I go up, there is an open dot right here. That open dot means it does not include 40. It includes anything above 40 because the line goes to the right, but it does not include 40. I got to continue going up to see the closed dot. The closed dot means that this line right here does include 40, which means it is still $15 per shirt when I order 40 shirts. Hopefully I didn't trick you up on that one. Here's the last question. How much is the price per shirt when you order 81 shirts? 81 shirts. $81 is right above the 80. There's an open dot on 80. So anything above that, because it goes off to the right, would be $5. So the correct answer is $5. Give yourself a pat on the back if you got a 100 on that. I don't have any more practice problems for you guys because I think this is super, super easy to read and understand. We won't be making these graphs this year. I just want you to be able to understand them and read them, and hopefully you've been able to read them by now. That's it. Finish out the Ed puzzle, and you guys are great for this assignment.